Before we begin our last story tonight, let's go back to medieval times. During the Middle Ages, people held a strong idea about food. They believed that what they ate affected their mood. So if they were feeling down, they would reach for dates or pears. If they were anxious, it would be chicory or lettuce. But over the years, it seems to have changed. We seem to have lost the idea that food can affect our brain. Today, as a society, we are so used to feeding our bodies that we seldom think of the brain. We connect what we eat with the shape of our waistline. And many of us forget that the same diet feeds one of our biggest organs, the brain. Food alters our brain chemistry. It shapes our thoughts and our actions. You may have heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, it's true. Decades of research proves it. Your stomach and brain have a connection, and it begins before you're even born. It starts in the womb. The brain and the gut originate from the same cells in the embryo. And as you grow older, this connection only gets stronger, so much so that the gut is called the second brain. Day after day, what you eat is broken down. It turns into nutrients. These nutrients are taken into the bloodstream. They're carried up to the brain. And once there, they become the very fabric of your brain. And this is very crucial. You see, our brain works very hard. It works 24 hours a day. Even when we sleep, the brain is active. So it needs a lot of fuel. Our brain makes up only 2% of our body weight, but it uses 20% of our energy. The brain is the hungriest organ. So what we feed it matters. I can give you 3 reasons why. First, because of the mind's physical building blocks, our cells replace continuously. You probably learned this in primary school. But a quick disclaimer, while this is true for most of the body, it does not apply to the brain. A majority of our brain cells stay with us for our entire lives. So if you need high quality brain cells, you need high quality food. Now, healthy food protects your body, you know that. It can protect you from cancer, diabetes, heart disease. It can make you live longer. But it also helps your brain. And this is the second reason. A healthy diet can protect your mind. It can shield your brain from harm. It reduces the risk of stroke. It slows brain aging. It boosts memory. It even reduces the risk of Alzheimer's. This is the same disease that affects 46 million people today. By 2050, it is projected to affect 130 million people. And for the longest time, this projection has seemed inevitable because Alzheimer's is seen as a result of bad genes and aging. But here's what newer research says. The genes may load the gun, but it is the lifestyle that pulls the trigger. 1/3 of all Alzheimer's cases can be prevented if people eat a healthy diet. So there are long-term benefits and short-term ones as well. This brings us to the third reason. Food can affect your mood. It can happen when you don't eat something. For instance, if you have a vitamin B2 deficiency, you are more prone to depression. It can also happen when you eat too much of something. If you eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of sugar, it increases inflammation. This is the root cause of stress and low mood. Yet the world over, 6 out of every 10 people eat junk food regularly, while 9 out of 10 do not eat enough fruits and vegetables. The good thing is, it's never too late to start. Our brain has a fascinating quality. It is plastic. So the way you learn a new language or a new skill, you can train your brain to prefer healthy food, to eat better. And the way new information changes your thoughts, opinions, and actions, healthy food can make you a better version of yourself. So listen to your gut and start feeding your brain right.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.